Well, I am here with Dick Warlock, the man behind the mask, Michael Meyers in Halloween 2, longtime stunt double for Kurt Russell. And you were in Jaws, you doubled for Richard Dreyfuss.
Yes.
So you've really been in the business for a long time now, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I started in 1960. Actually, I started in 56 working at a movie ranch, Ray Crash Corrigan's Corriganville out in California. And through that, I met a fellow that wrote, produced, and directed a movie with Marty Robbins called Ballad of a Gunfighter. Got to Union in 1960, met Walt Disney in 1965, met Kurt Russell in 1965. His father put me in his contract. 25 years later, I got too fat because I quit smoking.
Wasn't one of the first movies you ever worked for, with him the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, the way that I met Walt was I did the lead-in with Walt Disney for Willie and the Yank, which starred Kurt Russell as Willie. So, informally, I guess you might say I met him on that movie. Yeah. But then Computer was the first one.
Okay, and so over the years, I mean, you've been in like tons of classics. Which do you have a personal favorite out of?
Well, looking back, it's got to be Jaws.
Yeah.
Then my second favorite is of course Halloween 2. But Jaws, I didn't know at the time that Steven Spielberg was who he turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hindsight's always been 20/20, but Steven is, I mean, he's a phenomenal director. And so is James Cameron. I worked with Mr. Cameron on The Abyss, right? I don't want to work with him again, but I did have a good time on that one.
Yeah.
Where was I? When you get my age, I'll be 70 in February. I'm losing my mind.
You were talking about getting to work with Steven Spielberg before he was a big name.
Yeah, he was kind of a young upstart kind of a guy and kept yelling at Whitey Crumb on the other side of the tank, moving the shark all around. When the shark first hit me, it knocked the regulator out of my mouth. I'm doing this, and I'm struggling to find it. He thought I was acting.
Yeah.
I could hear him going on, you know. And I thought I was going to drown in that thing.
In the cage?
In the cage. And fortunately, I was able to find it and got it back in my mouth, and everything ended fine for me. But we spent a week doing that down there at the Esther Williams tank at MGM Studios on Lot 3. So,
yeah. So was that a mechanical shark, or were they? So it was the mechanical, Bruce, I think he was.
That was mechanical Bruce. Yes, it was, and he weighed about 4,000 pounds, and there's no way that I could move him.
And I heard it kept malfunctioning, too.
You know, actually, that's the best thing that happened to the movie. I forget who told me that, but it might have been you. But because of that, they wrote the music, and you didn't see the shark until 55 minutes into the movie, the full shark.
Yeah, because I heard at one point they really wanted the shark all over the place, and just...
It would have been too much. It would have been like the second, third, whatever of Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws 2 and Jaws 3D. And,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no more scare. The scare is in John Williams' music.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. You know, you knew he was around. Yeah.
So you worked on Escape from New York, which is a personal favorite of mine. Do you have any stories from that set?
Well, there's a lady here at the show, Adrienne Barbeau, who is sitting actually back behind us somewhere. I spent an hour with her, and she says she doesn't remember, but she's been very sweet about it.
Yeah.
Teaching her how to use that gun that she used in Escape from New York, that big gun with the scope on it. She had never handled a firearm before. And we went into her bedroom because I wanted her to practice over her bed, so if she dropped it, you know. So I tell a story about being in Adrienne's bedroom for an hour with her, you know. Now, I don't know how John felt about that, but that's where I was.
I was going to say, that sounds like a pretty good, a move there. You go, come on, let me get into your bedroom, show you how to work.
Unfortunately, I'm a very loyal guy, and I was married at the time, but I would not. It's like with Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee and I had a real connection.
Yeah.
I can't tell whether it's me or her on the bottom. It wasn't that kind of a connection, believe me, but it could have been had I not been married.
Yeah.
Instead, she started going out with Michael Riva, the production designer on the movie. Anyway.
And you know what? I lost where I was going too because
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
With me, it's age. What is it with you?
It's nerves from being in front of. No,
come on. You've interviewed some of the biggest celebrities in the world. What are you talking about?
Well,
I'm a guy behind a mask.
No, but it's always standing in front of giants and standing, you know.
Giants?
Yeah, well.
Have you seen the other guys that play this character?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was honestly, I was expecting you to be a little bit taller, but this is nice because I can look you in the eyes.
They look around like this, and I'm down here. Oh, and, you know, I had boots on that had a big heel in them, and I had cork in there. I was felt good up here, about 6 foot.
Man.
Yeah, but when you see the photo on my website, I hope I didn't jump out of frame on you, but when you see it on the website, I'm a midget compared to everybody else. I think the shortest other guy was George Wilbur. He's like 6 or 6'1".
Huh.
You know, Tom Morga played him too in Part 4, but nobody remembers that. But Tom was 6'3", so yeah, I was 5'9".
So I got a shot at playing Mike Myers, maybe.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, on that note, thank you very much for taking out time to talk to me, and I really appreciate it.
And I enjoy your show. I really do. I enjoy all the people you talk to, and
well,
thank you very much.
Hopefully they'll let me continue doing this.
I hope they do, and I hope you know, Carson and Letterman. I mean, Leno and Letterman better move over because you're on your way.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna quote you on that.
Okay.
All right.
Tell them I said.
Okay. Thanks.
Take care.